In this video of WinSPC, we'll be looking at how to export data from WinSPC to an external program such as Excel. We have two ways of doing this. The first way is using the variable analyzer, and the second way is through using data sets. If we look at variable analyzer, we would select our part, we would select the variable that we're interested in, highlight that, right click, and select query. Our summary view of the variable analyzer will come up, and of course we can look at this data, as you recall, in different formats. And simply to export the data, we'll go up to the icon on the top left. It says export to file. We'll click this. We'll have a dialog box that comes up asking us where to save this information. I'm going to save it to my desktop. It has a default name, which I'll accept, and I'll click Save. Now if we go to our desktop, we should see this file. I'll double click and launch Excel. And as you can see, here's our data. The part is penny. I exported diameter, and we have all of our data from all of our different sample series with time and dates and the actual results with our spec limits, etc. Now let's go back to WinSPC and look at our second method of exporting data. And as I mentioned, that's using data sets. WinSPC comes shipped with a variety of pre-configured data sets for you to use. And I'm going to select from the quality-based data sets violation searches. Now look for anything that has a spec limit violation. So simply highlight that, right click, select query. Now the data set is set up with some parameter entries that we can use. So if we wanted to narrow it down by date range or the type of data I'm looking for, whether it's an attribute or a variable, for instance, I'm going to leave everything at a defaulted stage because I don't want to restrict anything. Click OK. It's going to run the query and immediately brings back up two variables that meet our requirements for the data set that have specification limits or violations. And so as we did in the variable analyzer, we'll select the same icon, which is our export to file icon. I'll click it, and this time it doesn't give us a name, but I'm just going to call it violations. And again, I'm going to allow it to be saved to the desktop. I'll click OK, and we're done. Let's go to that file on the desktop, and as we can see, we have our file called violations. I'll double click and launch it, and here we go. We've got penny, both with diameter, and all of our different subgroups. And as you can see, we have thickness as well, where we had some spec limit violations. So those are the two ways that you can export data to from WinSPC to an external program like Excel. I hope you found this video informative, and thanks for watching.